Alright, we are live. So today we'll be doing Pokemon X with Dedenne. Fun fact, I was originally supposed to do a different Pokemon, but I ended up accidentally recording it for a December video, and Act2 told me, hey, weren't you supposed to do this in a few weeks? I'm like, oh, quick, give me something else. So I asked him to give me a fairy type, and he gave me Dedenne, and from what I've seen in Act2's notes for me, this Pokemon looks bad. Because, these notes are very freaking long. I'm kind of worried about it. And unfortunately, this is not in the fast group, so I'm not just gonna lucky egg straight to level 100. I guess fortunate for me, at least, because that would be kind of boring. It was a funny thing, but at least the fast level up group is rare. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make a poll. I'm gonna try to think of an over-under. If we take a look at the leaderboard right here, Klefki is in first place with a 138, because Steel and Fairy is just freaking overpowered, even with its low stats. And Lucky Egg in the fast group got it to level 100. And if we compare to everything else, Xerneas and Clefable got pretty respectable times, but the problem with Xerneas is it started with, like, Aurora Beam and, like, Takedown. It didn't get a Fairy move to, like, level 40. And Clefable had to wait until Moonblast, I think, because it didn't start with one. And I think I had to use Metronome for some of the early fights. But yeah, I've only done 9 Pokemon so far. So I'm trying to think, what would be a good placement? Dazzling Gleam, that's what my bad. Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast, same thing. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where those would place. Oh, it's for the Golett, that's what it was. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that one trainer in the Reflection Cave caused a huge problem for Clefable. Because it couldn't learn a move that could hit it. I'm trying to think of an over-under time. I think... I mean, Fairy is still very good, and we are very fast. I think over-under 2 hours might be a good start. I think this will do okay. What time will I beat Diantha at? Under 2 hours. 2 hours to 2:05. Over 2. Alright, so we'll just see how that works out. Electro types have been notoriously awful in most games. Kalos is weird for electro types. Yeah, if I remember correct, have I played an electric type? Oh, I haven't. Well, I guess I'll find out. Well, I had to start the stream later because I had a later shift today on my first day back to work. My feet are definitely sore from it. Oh, better add the 125 offset for intro skip. Alright, so this is so we can say I started from new game. Mandatory ground types are just Golett, Mamoswine, and Piloswine. Ah. I mean, at least the fairy typing should help it, I think. Alright, let me read the first section of these notes. Alright, let me go over our stats. We have Cheek Pouch. I'm gonna need to look up what this ability does. It restores 33% of the Pokemon's maximum HP when it consumes a berry after the effect is applied. So, for example, I could heal up with a Citrus Berry, and then heal up again with Cheek Pouch. Interesting. Alright, Dedenne isn't really going to be focusing on its attack stat too much, outside of specific situations like the mandatory Golett in Reflection Cave or Ramos. Modest is a no-brainer, plus we don't want to lower speed. While we could use Pickups in Emerald, Pickup has been gutted. Starting at level 21, a Pickup user could get a rare candy 4% of the time. That's inconsistent. Cheek Pouch is better to go with. We can pick up a lot of berries for free. The berry field south from Campfire Town is 5 orange and 5 Petchas. We can use Thief to steal a citrus from a Snorlax. There's another free citrus berry in Dendamil Pokemon Center by talking to the artist near the clerks. Alright, I'm just going to read the Viola split before we get started with the run. Viola, fight everyone. Ramos is a concern for Dedenne. Dedenne has nothing for his grass types other than Aerial Ace. We want to ideally be 42 at least. As for Viola, spam Thundershock. Her Pokemon are weak. Teach, Charm, in all caps. Okay, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Also, we unfortunately only start with Tackle and Tail Whip. We don't get Thundershock till level 7. Yeah, I'm glad you put it in all caps, though. Remember, on Monday, I had to start over the Clef Key run because there was a move I forgot to teach that I should have taught. I don't remember what the move was. I was supposed to teach something by level up, and I said no, and it was too important, so I had to start the run over. Metal sound, that's what it was. Alright, so yeah, into the Grand Split. Continue fighting everyone. Nothing important to pick up on Lumios or Route 5, although I suggest picking up Charmander for early strength. We want to grab Aerial Ace TM and Connecting Cave as soon as we beat Grant. In Camp for Your Town, grab Thief and teach it to Dedenne. Pretty interesting, we're going to be using Thief to steal berries. It's a strat I've never had to do before. Hold on, if I remember correctly, it was starting Generation 6, electric types became immune to paralysis, period. So I think Paralyzed Heals are going to be useless this run. Oh yeah, for the Golett too, yeah, that's a good point. I was just thinking using a fairy move, but then I look at it, I'm like, what fairy move? Hey look, a Panseer. Alright, there's Thundershock. I'm gonna put this in slot 1. I really hate how Calum there tries to get in your way. Oh, Axew, during the Clef Key run, I talked to the guy in Camp for Your Town who wants to see a random type of Pokemon, and he lets you have a berry. I actually ended up having a flying type, because he wanted to see a flying type, and I got a cherry berry, but I never ended up using it for Grant. I think I probably should have... I think maybe from now on, if I talk to that berry guy, and I have a type that he wants, I should just get a Chesto berry, because I can just use Resto Chesto for Grant. There's a bunch of Pokemon have to use Rest on him anyway, so I'm like... Well, if I can get it, may as well just do a Chesto Berry. Keep forgetting that girl's not a trainer. Alright, level 9. Pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and fight these trainers too. Okay, I better use a potion. You know what's always weird? It was always so weird how it looked like there was like a roller skating or roller blading rink up there. But there was never a way to access it. That last gave you weed money. Is that even legal in France? Probably is. Who knows with France. Oh, question. Do you guys think Charge could be useful? It gives me 1 special defense boost, and for the next turn, my Thundershock will deal double damage. It's not like Generation 3 where all Flash did, or all Charge did, was just give you a one-time double in power of an electric move. At least it gives you a special defense boost to go with it. So it could be useful. I mean, there's no point in using it just for the electric boost. I think it's only worth using if you want a special defense boost. I mean, it is still pretty useless, I agree. Dude, I am not used to fighting these people. Charge Beam's gonna be more useful. Where is Charge Beam again? I don't think I've ever picked it up in this game. Alright, what else do we get by level up? Charm, Parabolic Charge, Nuzzle, Thunderwave, Volt Switch, Rest, Snore, Charge Beam, Entrainment, Play Rough, and Thunder. It's at Route 13. It's at a side path near the hidden PP up. Oh, okay. Remember to teach Charm. Dude, you know how often I do that? Okay, I'm gonna buy 21 repels. Just seeing if there's any trainers in... Yep, there's one. I don't know about you guys, but I'm still pretty excited for ZA to come out. What is this? Gross. Having to fight these roller skaters is quite annoying. Oh, nope. Learn Charm. Get rid of Charge. I hate trying to fight these guys. I think there's a trainer on this route that has 3 Pokemon. Oh my god. Okay, I should not have fought this kid. That kid should be bullied in school for having a Magikarp. I do wonder if we'll get the Lucky Egg. I mean, you're the one who made the route axe, you tell me. I guess, are you wondering if we'll reach the friendship by that point? I mean, our friendship is 135 right now. Because I have a Pokelink on the side. And we need, what is it? We need the maximum 255 in order to get it. Man, the text goes by too fast. You know what's funny? Pokelink actually warns me that this ROM I have of X and Y is actually a 1.0 version, and it warns me not to save in Lumio City. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this. Reset. Wow. Reset on Professor Sycamore. That's something. Yeah, one more month till ZA. I'm quite pumped for it. A lot of the new megas look really good. And from what I've heard, the ones for the Kalos starters are going to be pretty difficult to get. But the other ones look really good. Because the games still look really good. And I do want to try out the new battle feature. I mean, I'm not going to buy DLC right away, because that's kind of dumb. I think it was... I do think people generally like to whine and complain at Nintendo Directs over everything. Like, they could just announce literally anything and people will complain about it. But I will say the one thing they have a point on is don't announce day one DLCs. It gives people the impression you're intentionally withholding parts of the game. You at least wait a few months. I will agree with that. I mean, it's a separate question on whether the DLC will be good or not. I mean, we don't know that. We don't even know what the game is like, for that matter. I would wait on that. Mega Raichu X and Y. We needed Mega Charizard Z. But they do look pretty cool, though. Oh, I forgot to deposit. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, that is so dumb. In Gen 5, when I'm depositing stuff, if you put your cursor in the PC, like in the last party position, you can just spam A, and it deposits everything except your first Pokemon. But in this game, when you deposit, it defaults back to your first slot. So if you're spamming A, you'll accidentally deposit the Dedenne. So I have to actually pay attention. Yeah, Mega Raichu X and Y looks pretty good. It really surprises... I do wonder if there's going to be a Mega Charizard Z. You know what's funny, though? When people found out, like, they weren't just going to get the Kalos starter Mega Evolution Stones for free, they were going to have to participate in the ranked battle system. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. But when they found out you had to participate in it, dude, there were people online complaining so hard. There are people who straight up are saying that they don't want to buy the game anymore over it. Like, you saw all the trailers and everything like that for the game, and the one thing that turned you away was the fact that you may not get a Mega Chestnut right away. Or you may not get one. Like, not getting one Mega Form is convincing you not to buy an entire game. Ash Greninja is very overrated. It should never have existed. There was no reason for Ash Greninja to exist in the games. It was called Ash Greninja because it only ever did that with Ash. It doesn't make sense that Greninja can do that with a random trainer. I don't think in games it should have ever been a thing. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, Parabolic Charge is a surprisingly decent move. I actually just learned this move existed recently. I was doing a Scarlet Violet Wi-Fi battle, and some guys, I don't think it was a Heliolisk. It was some electric type. I can't remember what it was. It used Parabolic Charge, and I'm like, what is that move? But no, it's basically an electric type Mega Drain. Yeah, the rest of the Megas, though, look pretty good, and I'm sure there's a bunch of others they haven't even announced yet. Like, instead of being happy that, like, Pokemon, like, brought back Megas, they're complaining about the Megas they don't have. Oh, normal type. Man, I'm getting lucky with this guy this week. I'm gonna get a Chesto Berry. You sure you get Thief? Oh yeah, isn't it in this house? Yep. Hey, hey Salamence. May as well withdraw now, because I only needed to deposit to avoid that one double battle. It hits all Pokemon in doubles. Huh, didn't know that. Okay. Teach Thief right away. Get rid of Tail Whip. Alright. We want to have Thief for not only stealing an early Citrus Berry, but also for coverage against Golett. Dedenne has nothing for that thing, unless you want to grind to level 42 for Play Rough. Moveset, Parabolic Charge, Thief, Return Charm. Okay, I'm quite confident. Let's see, 163. Yeah, Return's going to be better than Tackle at this point. Get rid of it. But yeah, from everything else I watched in the Direct, the main things I'm excited for, well, all the ZA stuff, obviously. I'm also really looking forward to playing Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. That game looks really good, and I've been really wanting to play it. And I've considered getting Kirby Air Riders too. I haven't played the original, but I've heard people say the original was super good. But I know the original will be added to NSO eventually. So I'm not sure if I want Kirby Air Riders. But I know Sakurai did an entire 40-minute direct of him just playing the game and talking about it. You gotta respect that. Oh, here's an interesting question. What did you all think of the new Pokemon crossover with Animal Crossing? What did y'all Poketopia? What did y'all think of that game? I've seen a lot of people in the comments, like some people are saying like, well, this wasn't on my bingo card. Other people are saying the game is one of the better looking side games, but I don't know. It looks really unsettling. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys like it? Do you think you'll try it out? Make sure you steal the citrus. Thank you. Let me make sure I'm not holding anything. I was gonna hold the amulet coin, but yeah, I should wait till after the Snorlax first. Actually, I better save too, because what would happen if I had thiefed it and then it crit me and I used the berry? I better go get the berry. See, I knew it. I knew he was gonna do that. Okay, make sure I'm at full health. I have to get those berries again. Yeah, I knew he was gonna do that. Alright, what do I do after this point? Grab the Bjorn and Pecha berries. Steve on the Snorlax. Grab rest. Wait, Parabolic Charge hits everybody? That is interesting. I assumed it, like, hit both targets, but no, it hits literally everybody. Well, Dedenne killed everybody. Nuzzle. No. Shame, though. Nuzzle's a pretty good move. It's like Thunderwave, but it does damage. Hey, Shadow. There's a... I think there's an item up there. I know it's something valuable. Why put a rock there, dude? Better if I fight Paulette. I know the two Rising Stars, Paulette and Jordan. They're very good XP here. They're kind of hard. What do you think about the new info we got for Legends ZA? I think the new Megas look really good. I'm still pretty pumped for the game. It is interesting that the Kalos starters, you're going to have to earn those Mega Stones through the ranked battle system. And honestly, I don't think it's that big a deal. Like, people are whining like it's the end of the world. Like, they're just basically saying if you want these, you got to work for it. I mean, they sort of did that with the Ruinous Quartet shinies. They were basically saying, like, if you want these, you're going to have to beat them 1,000,000 times. And I don't think it's going to be that hard from what I'm hearing. You just got to... I'm assuming you just battle other trainers online, and you just rack up points or something, from what I've heard. But the rest of the Megas that are in the game look really good. I will say, though, announcing DLC day one is a dick move. It's not a good PR look, because it makes people think you're cutting content from the game to sell it separately. Like when you announce it literally before the game's even out. Okay, yeah, that part, I don't understand. Like, there's probably some sort of code reason why they had to do that. I just want them to explain it. Like, why is it that stuff is not transferable? It'd be one thing if they just said, like, Pokemon Home is not compatible at all, period. But what they said is, well, it is compatible, but it's a one-way street. Once you take something out of ZA, you can't put it back in. Once you put something in ZA, you can't take it out. Like, I wonder if there's some sort of code reason for it, but I hope they eventually give an explanation why. I don't think it's a national Dex moment. It's not like... Okay, why am I fighting this thing? It's not like they're saying, like, home is not compatible. It's just said anything to and from is a one-way trip. I just wonder if there's some sort of code reason for it. I don't know why. I mean, the only time I've ever taken Pokemon out of home into other games was to, like, use them in battles. But if it's a one-way transfer, then that's, yeah, that's definitely annoying for sure. It's not like an end-of-the-world thing, though. I'll just catch my Pokemon in that game, then. I kind of do that every time. Like, here's the thing with, like, the online space. Like, everybody treats all these inconveniences and questionable decisions by Game Freak and Nintendo as, like, a world-ending thing, I'm gonna stop giving them my money type of thing. Like, don't you have more important things to worry about than just freaking out about a game on the internet? I mean, at the same time, I still agree announcing a DLC before the game's even out that's not a good PR move. And good thing I saved. Wait, did I save? I'm gonna save state. Just in case I didn't save. Okay, I did save. We're good. I'm not going to make up my mind on that at all, because I don't even know what the base game is like. It's just not a good PR move. Like, with Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, they at least waited like 6 months before announcing it. So I don't know why they changed it up. That Gulpin has liquid ooze. Is that the reason I died? Oh, that's funny. Whoops. Dang, I really kind of wish I had that antidote. I have Infestation. Or, not Infestation. Parabolic Charge. Honestly, that is one theory I have. Maybe it's like, at the start, it's going to be like that. I don't know. I think it has to do with how they coded the Pokemon. Yeah, normally they wait on that, so I have no idea why they didn't. I kind of wonder if it was because the game was delayed quite a few times. I mean, I do truly wonder if that was the case, but still. I mean, as long as the main game itself still has a lot of content in it, I don't think it'd matter, because, I mean, people are complaining now, but if you give it, like... Oh my god. If you give it, like, 4 months, when the game's been out for a few months, people are already going to forget about it. And just a lot of them who are complaining are going to end up buying it. Alright, gotta make sure to fight all these trainers, too. Yeah, they shouldn't have announced it right away. I guess they were thinking they were going to get people excited that there was going to be extra content on top of it, but it's not a good PR look. I guess they thought it was going to get people excited to see it announced right away, but I think it kind of did the opposite. Liquid Ooze. Thunderwave. No. Oh, you want to know a really funny thing? I remember when the Nintendo Classics part of NSO was coming out and they were like adding games to it. There were a lot of people who were upset that like the ability to play the retro games was locked behind an NSO membership. And they were asking like, why can't you just release them on the eShop as a one-time purchase like the 3DS did? And Nintendo actually did that for Mario Galaxies 1 and 2. You can buy each game separately on the eShop for $40, which, may I remind you, their launch price in 2008 was $50. But yeah, they did that ability as a standalone purchase, and people are still complaining about it. They're like, I could buy that used online. I could buy a Wii at my Goodwill. Like, oh my god, people, what the hell do you want? You want them to re-release their old games, but you don't want to pay for them. Like, just pirate at that point, my god. And besides, you're not finding a used Wii at Goodwill. Goodwill is known to take all their good stuff and sell it online. They're known to do that. They're not going to leave a $10 Wii in the store. This isn't 2015. Yeah, I'm glad at least they're not rock types, ground types, true. They're always finding a reason to complain. You know what's interesting? I looked at the like to dislike ratio. It's basically like an 8 to 1. Like for every 8 likes, there's 1 dislike. Pretty average for a Nintendo Direct. You would imagine the like to dislike ratio is like 50-50 with how many people were complaining. But they're definitely in the minority for sure. But the problem is they're the loudest people. And those people just make me lose brain cells. They're gonna complain all day, do the classic rage baiting on social media, but then at the end, they'll still buy the game anyway. Like they complain for nothing. Normally, I'm pretty terrified of this trainer right here, because Psywave is actually kind of good if it's 100% accurate, but I'm not too worried with Dedenne. Yeah, The big companies. People will find a reason to hate the big companies. Like, the people will always find reasons to hate on people like Microsoft or Sony with their games. I don't think it was a good idea to fight this guy. Oh, no, it was not. Okay, I'm resetting. Oh my. I'm going to try and save scum past this guy. I do not want to fight him. Oh my god, dude. Stop it. Finally. I do not want to fight that guy. Oranberry? Maybe that. Alright, I want to teach Rest. Hey, actually, do you think it's worth equipping a Chestoberry instead of an Oranberry? I don't think so. Okay, let's try just an Oranberry, see how it goes. Alright, what's the plan here? Charm the Amora once, spam Parabolic Charge, charm the Tyrant twice. Holy crap, that did nothing. Dude, that did like freaking nothing. Oh, you seriously crit me twice? Okay, that was just dumb. His Amora crit me with 2 separate takedowns. One of my friends, if you ask me, most people who complain about shit don't even have damn clue about how complex game development is. I mean, that's true. I mean, at the same time, it's not like when people say that, they're like, "Oh, you're just defending Nintendo." It's you can hold 2 views at once. You're not defending them, but at the same time, a lot of people who complain don't know how to develop games. It's like when I saw people complaining online about oh my god, you just flinched me twice. It's like when people online were complaining about Nintendo filing that patent around the whole summoning creatures thing. I looked on Reddit into what the actual patent is, because patents are pretty complicated. And usually in order to go against someone else's patent, you have to be extremely specific with how you rip something off. And basically, it's all stuff specifically with Legends Arceus. The problem is all those headlines were way too vague. And you basically have to violate every single parts of the patent in order to get sued for it. But everyone online is just simplifying it, going, oh, well, they're making summoning creatures illegal. Oh my god, how many times are you gonna flinch me? Okay, this thing's flinched me like a million times. And besides, people forget, like, Nintendo owns thousands of patents already. They have thousands of patents in their name. Every gaming company has patents in their name. People try to make it sound like it's not normal for them to just file a patent for when one of their new games comes out. Almost every gaming company files a patent before they release a new game. It's always a thing. And people try to act like it's something new. It's not. Very good, I routed Charm. Aerial Ace? Oh, it's behind Strength, right? Yeah, I'll go get it. What do I do for this next section of the game? Grab Aerial Ace. Oh, yeah, I think it's here. Dude, that is... Oh. Oh man, I gotta solve a puzzle. What puzzle is this? It's at the connecting cave. What is that TM then? What was that TM I was trying to get? Alright, let's see. What do I do with this section? Teach aerial ace over rest, continue fighting everybody. Volt switch? No, that's not a good move for solo runs. It would only be good in games without HM users, like Gen 7, like where you wouldn't have to catch anything. And then the move would be good. Oh, amulet coin. Let's see, any other trainers here? Yep. I'll say this, while Legends EA does have two things that piss me off. I can't say it's good or bad yet. I can't complain. The game even out. Well, the thing is, Shadow, those two things you're talking about, there are people who are basically saying, like, because of those two things, they completely changed their mind on buying the game. Even though everybody saw the trailers for the new gameplay and, like, how impressive the games look. I mean, yeah, it's run off the Scarlet and Violet engine, but from what I've seen in the trailers, it looks like it runs really good. And before people say, well, trailers don't often show real gameplay footage, Nintendo's known to actually show real gameplay. Like, if you looked at the trailers for Scarlet and Violet before they came out, you could see the lag in the trailers. So at least points to honesty for that. At least they show what the game looks like. Wait, Thief has 25 power points now? Interesting. I remember when he used to have 10 PP. Alright, I better go heal. Well, I think I've already fought all the trainers anyway. If Legends EA is asked, then I'll talk shit about it. I know, but from what I've seen, the game still looks really good. There are people just absolutely losing their shit over, like, 3 mega Pokemon not being available in normal gameplay. They're like, well, they're locking Pokemon away. They're locking forms of Pokemon away behind limited time events. You mean the thing they've been doing since 1997? Literally, people forget Red and Green, Mew was coded into the game, but it was unobtainable unless you went to an in-person event which cost money to go to, because you had to convince your parents to spend money on gas to take you there. Like, Game Freak has been doing that their entire existence. People are just upset about it now? My god. Oh, at least I get another citrus berry. So, you guys think I can beat Hedwig? That's a joke. Of course I'm not going to beat Hedwig. I'm not even going to try. Oh, I better teach aerial ace. Okay, I better be careful. Okay. I'm not even gonna try Hedwig. He always kills me. I am running low on parabolic charges, but I do know there's a center heal, or there's a healing lady coming up. Oh, it's Mr. Mime. What the? That? Oh, she moves around. Alright, what do I do in this part? Grab dig in the Shalor Mart. You want to learn rest? No, I just deleted it. Hey, look, Flash. You know Shadow Stitch thinks rest is thinks Flash is a lame move. He said that in Scott's Discord earlier today. I was in there. He was testing out some Pokemon Black stuff. He said Flash is lame. Dude, Flash is not lame. I should not have fought this guy. I don't think I saved once in here. Actually, wait, no. I did save before a Battle Girl. Yeah, I did save. Reset. Yep, it was before this person. That's annoying. Okay, Hedvig in here is really bad, but not like that black belt's not any better. He's like a Hedvig Jr. Igor is a friend of Hedvig. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has a sock. Hedvig has a throw. You know, I think I'm actually not going to have repels up. So that way I can fight some wild Pokemon. Yeah, I don't criticize about a game unless I've played it. And even then, that doesn't necessarily mean I hate the game. Yeah, I saw some people in the comments of that Nintendo Direct saying that the fact that the newly announced like Kalos Megas, shit, the newly announced Kalos Megas won't be available like in normal gameplay. There were people who are like, well, the game is ruined for me. You know what? I'm just gonna black out. I don't want to fight that girl again. I'm just gonna take the blackout. You saved before him? I'll just walk. I mean, too late for me to change it now. Okay. Yeah, this thing's doing great so far. Good thing this thing learns Thief. You know, I really should have considered... Wait, should I have kept my HM users to... Okay, ignore the fact that I got Aerial Ace. Do you guys think in normal runs, should I have just kept my HM users like in the PC until I got to Shalour City? So I could avoid these people too? Like, I think in general, I could probably get away with it. I don't think there's any mandatory cut or strength spots up to this point. Oh, dude. I almost had the funny number. Look at my money. Swap around the 2 and the 9. I almost had the funny... Or swap the 2, the 9, and the 4. I almost got the funny number. Deposit at Lumios and pick up at Shalour. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Hey, John. The run's not going the best so far. The random trainers are quite awful. Make sure you tell this guy no. Yeah, Grant was pretty rough. I swear, his Tyrant got 5 flinches in a row. Light screen, huh? My speed? I must be... Oh, no, it's quick attack. John, you kind of have to admit that's also a problem in Gen 7. I know your Gen 7 runs. I've seen you do some of them. Some of the random trainers look very bad compared to the Kahunas. Like, it's became a thing in the newer games, too. Random trainers are usually just as difficult, if not more difficult. Yeah, it all started with Warren. But Warren... Problem is, Warren was like a one-of-a-kind in his game. He became the premise. I mean, I literally purposefully skipped Battle Girl Hedwig in the cave because I usually have a 90% loss rate against her, no matter what Pokemon I do. Main trainers give me the most resets. I mean, I get that. Seriously. I think I should just spam Parabolic Charge. Don't even go for Aerial Ace. Igor. Funnily enough, luckily for me, Throw is a lot easier to deal with than Sock. Sock is just terrifying. This thing will be a lot better once I get access to a fairy move. Oh, seriously. Hey guys, he knocked off my amulet coin. How am I gonna make money? Oh yeah, yeah, good idea. Keeping them deposited to avoid circle throw. Good idea. So yeah, deposit in Lumiose and withdraw them after Karina. That seems like a good idea. It also skips the Plusland Mine and Twins, and it also skips the Combi Wiesbequin Honeymooners. Dude, where are you? Dude, I know there's one more person. Where are you? Oh, there you are. See you, John. Man, the legendary music in Conquest is so great. Skip Charge Beam by level up. Okay. Oh my gosh, Karina. Man, can you imagine if there were X and Y remakes and then Karina Mega Evolved or Holucha? No, honestly, X and Y remakes, like, people are thinking, like, Legends ZA means they're skipping Black and White remakes. I don't think so. That's not the case. They're gonna eventually happen. It'll probably not happen until Gen 10. I think Gen 10 will have to come out first. It might be a Switch 2 thing. I mean, they'll eventually happen. I look forward to when they do. But take your time on them, though. I'm not a fan of the mindset like, oh, I hope they don't remake it because I don't want them to ruin it. I really don't like that mindset. Like, it's very weird to me to actively not want a remake because you love the original too much. Like, here's the thing. If you don't like the remake, you can just stick to the original. It's not like the original no longer exists. If remakes were a thing where, like, the original will no longer exist, then I would get that. But you can always play the original, and besides, not many people are willing to spend $100 to get a physical copy of Black and then pay $120 for a DS just to play it. It's meant for, like, people who want to re-experience it in a different way. That's what remakes are. I mean, do I expect it to be as good as Black and White 1? No. I expect it to be good, though. I'm sure it will be, but it'll probably be like 2028 or something before we get that. Only level 35. True. Oh, damn it. We're at 253 friendship. Is there a vitamin I can use? Okay, now we're at max friendship. Oh my god, that's insane. The HP up helped in this run, just to gain friendship for Lucky Egg. Okay, what do I do here? On Route 12... Oh, I forgot the Attract TM. I think it's in the house. This is why I like having PokeLink up now. I'm not going to have it on the overlay, though, just because it really wouldn't fit in thematically. It would kind of stick out like a sore thumb. I'm keeping my overlay the same, but I have PokeLink to the side. Okay, it is annoying how I have to fight these trainers, though, again, but Dedenne could use the XP. Hold on, I ask you, do I need to be level 42 with no candies, or can I use candies? Like, with the Lucky Egg, could I theoretically get away with early candies? Or am I going to need every single rare candy? At least the Miltanks are good training. Okay. Oh my god. Hey, look, chat on. It wants me to join the guild. Here. I do hope in Legends EA you can ride around a Go-Goat. That'd be pretty cool. I think riding around the Skidoo in X and Y was a pretty underused feature. I feel like they could have had a huge opportunity with, like, introducing ride Pokemon early. I mean, they had a cool concept, like riding around a Skidoo, but they only ever have it at that one point in the game. I feel like they could have expanded on that. Grab metronome? Right. You know, the item that Scott hates to use. I remember John was telling me he kind of cringed at that when watching his Togetic run. He could have gotten away with equipping the metronome since he was spamming the same move, and it would have helped with ranges, but he just never once thought to use it. I mean, I get it. The metronome may seem useless, but it's a pretty underrated held item. Like, you get damage boost just for doing nothing. I mean, if you're using a Pokemon that has to spam the same move over and over again no matter what, makes it a no-brainer to use it, you know? I will say, though, in Ramos's gym, I think this gym... actually, let me know if you agree with me. I think I think this is one of the only I think this is the first gym where the trainers are tougher than the gym leader. Actually, wait, no, that I was gonna say no, that'd be Grant, but no, Grant is actually pretty hard. I think this is the first gym where the gym trainers are harder. Okay, what am I doing? And I got myself killed. I know, I'm pretty sure I saved. Yeah, I did. Ramos could be challenging. I guess that's true. I think it depends on your typing. I mean, Clement is difficult for electric types, or water types. Like, here's the funny thing about, Clement. Like, he uses electric terrain to double Thunderbolt's power, but his Magneton that sets it up just spams Hyper Potions when it gets hit with Sturdy. Like, it literally wastes all of its turns. If the Magneton just wouldn't spam it and just died, then the Heliolisk would get to use it. It's kind of like if I were to set up a Reflect, but instead of swapping out, I kept using full restores on my Pokemon that should have died. Okay, yeah, good point, Axu. Entrainment, I don't even know what that does. Oh, I did have antidotes. On the bright side, his trainers give good XP. Wiggy. Wait, the trainer's name was Twiggy? That's hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna use my 2 rare candies to get to 42. Do I want Play Rough? Thunderbolt, Charge Beam, Grass, not Return. Am I gonna want this move, Axu? No? Okay. Alright, what do I want? Metronome. On the bright side, I'm already at a 40% damage boost. 50%, and I'm dead. Oh. I guess fortunately Leech Seed doesn't happen the turn you knock something out. That's good. I mean, I guess that makes sense because there's nowhere for the health to go to. Yeah, I barely won that fight. Jeez. Yeah, Metronome's pretty good, yeah. Let's see, grab the PP up and the Charge Beam TM from the side optional path behind Rock Smash. Oh, you've got to be kidding. There's the PP up. Side optional path. Oh my god. Did I? Oh, I did. Okay. Hey, heart scale. Oh, there. Yep, up there. Fun fact, you can actually pick up the card key without battling this guy. Don't want to teach Charge Beam and Grass Knot just yet. We do want to have Return and Dig for Clement coming up. You know what? I think I don't really need Thief anymore. I'm going to teach Return in the place of Thief. Just to have better coverage. Get the... Zap Plate. Oh yeah, Lucky Egg. Good idea. Hey, look, that guy. If you talk to this guy, I tried to hide here, but I think I got stuck. Oh, look at this guy. See this guy in a suit? How about some freshwater? They usually go to 200, but I'll sell them for 300. Times like this, I've got no choice but to jack up the price. This guy tries to upcharge you on water during an invasion. I guess that stuff's not illegal in the Pokemon world. Oh, right. Lucky Egg. Or change the price of water. Doesn't it cost $1 million to join the team, though? $5 million? Oh. You know what? Sure. Oh my god, I don't want to learn Dragon Rage twice. No. I don't want Thunder. I don't know if Team Flare is going to be in the game, but I know Mabel's going to be in the game. Like, in one of the trailers, you can actually see Mabel working at the professor's lab. You can tell it's her because she has the blue hair, and her office chair has the Team Flare logo on it. But maybe the other admins might be in it. It sure would be something if Lysander was in there, but I highly doubt it, because I'm pretty sure canonically he's dead. Or living forever in the Rubble Underground, who knows. Depends on your version. Lysander is dead. True. I mean, even though he said, like, he wants to give you eternal life, he tries to fire the weapon, but it backfires and it hits back at him. There's no way he would have survived that. I do wonder, though, like, if there were other grunts down there. Oh, believe it or not, I saw one of the funniest X posts. Someone was replying to, like, a bunch of the direct stuff. Somebody said, like, they were outraged at the fact they'd have to pay, like, $60 for the game and potentially $30 for DLC. They were just going to save their money for GTA 6. And I'm thinking, do they know that GTA 6 is probably going to cost, like, $120? They actively said the game might be well over $100 because of how big the budget was. The game's budget is literally over $1 billion, which is insane. That's higher than most Hollywood movies. Yeah, he's just chilling. In Diamond and Pearl, though, he just runs away like a baby, but in the remakes, you can find him in the battle tower, which I find really hilarious. Seriously, in the BDSP battle tower, there's a chance you could fight Cyrus along with Mars in, like, the multi-battle. It just feels wrong to me that you could fight him in there. Alright, what do we want to do for Clement? Return... Alright, return then dig. Okay, so I am going to want dig. Dig in the place of Aerialace. I'm going to hold the lucky egg for now, though. Yeah. Yeah, I spent $5 on the pre-order through GameStop. I pre-ordered the Switch 2 version so that I could get an extra $30 in store credit for the Switch 2. So essentially, I'm only paying $30 for the game, if you think about it. I don't like telling Steve the story, because he's like, well, no, you did spend trade-ins on games, so it cost you a Switch Lite. And I'm like, dude, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. I have $50 saved for ZA, and I'm going to end up selling a few games I don't play anymore to cover the fees. I traded in a bunch of old... I traded in like half of my Switch games and my old Switch Lite. It didn't pay for the entire thing, but by the time I finished all my trade-ins, and I included a Legend Z8 pre-order to give myself extra store credit because they had a special. After all that, I ended up having to pay out of my pocket $300 for a Switch 2 Mario Kart World Bundle and a Z8 pre-order. Oh, you put in $8. Oh. Oh, Shadow, did you see that, there's gonna be some GameStop, code cards for a shiny Koraidon or shiny Miraidon, depending on your game version? Because you're gonna get the opposite version, so if you play Violet, you're gonna get Koraidon. If you play Scarlet, you get Miraidon. I saw so many people complaining that they won't be able to get it because GameStop doesn't exist in their country anymore. Neither does EB Games, which is kind of sad and hilarious. Like, how can I get this? They all shut down. Okay, Metronome is quite useful here. Oh, Shadow, what did you think of, what did you think of Nintendo putting Mario Galaxy 1 and Mario Galaxy 2 as, purchases on the eShop? Like, it's not a part of some, NSO or something. It's just a straight-up, one-time purchase. Like, you can purchase the game digitally. It's either $70 for both of them or $40 separately. Like, I would understand separately, because if you bought the 3D All-Stars, it already had Mario Galaxy on it. I've never played Mario Galaxy 2. I did play Galaxy 1. Galaxy 1 was a pretty good game. But yeah, Shadow, I was mentioning this before you came up. So many people were complaining that, each game separately was going to be like $40. Even though, like, so many people were saying, like, they could just go to their local Goodwill and find a Wii for $20, which I can guarantee you you're not going to do, because Goodwill is known for selling all their good stuff on the website for market price. Like, they're scummy. They do that. But, people have been complaining about the Nintendo Classics on NSO because they're like, I don't want to pay a NSO membership to play them. Why can't you just put them up as a one-time purchase? But yet this time, they do make it a one-time purchase, and they're still upset. Because they're upset about the game costing $40 each. And then I'm like, I actually looked up their launch price. The Switch 2 launch price, or not Switch, the Mario Galaxy game's launch price in 2008 or whenever the games came out was $45. That was how much that cost when they came out on the Wii. So technically, it's cheaper than their original launch price, even when you count inflation. You didn't teach TMs yet? Alright, what TMs? Oh, teach Grass Knot, Charge Beam, and Thunderbolt. So just keep return. Okay. Complete moveset overhaul. Alright, what's the vitamin of the day? Vitamins, calcium, irons, and zinc. Keep that iron. Get rid of that PP up. I don't want it. King's Rock. Thunderstone, X Accuracy, Heart Scale, Jaw Fossil, Star Piece, Honey, Pokeballs. Okay, let's see. I better use my current iron that I have before I forget it. Alright, let's see. I can use 5 calcium. How many? I can buy 11. Alright, so I'm going to split it up. I'm going to buy 5 iron and 6 zinc. There we go. Dedenne gets its healthy dosage of vitamins. If you ask me, I'm probably going to want to walk to my GameStop when the shiny Rhydon thing comes around and get the code, trade in some old games, my pre-order credit card, and leave. Yeah, it's a shame you're only going to get one of the two. So, like, if you want both, you got to have both versions. There were so many people complaining about that. Like, people forget. I remember during Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I don't know if any of you guys remember, but during 2018, they had something called 2018 Legends. For each month of the year, they released version-exclusive legendaries to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Like, you know how you could go through the Ultra Space Wilds and, like, get some legendaries, but there were version exclusives? You would get a code card from specific stores to get the other version. I mean, they had that. I mean, you could argue, well, it's for the one you don't have. I mean, the shiny one's technically the one you don't have. I can get myself a shiny Miraidon. I mean, it's not as cool as the Koraidon, but it's a free shiny. I'll take it. But dude, so many people whined about it, saying they're going to have both games to get the shinies. Welcome to Pokemon. You gotta own both versions since 1996. Seriously, people find a reason to complain about anything. You don't see this among other fandoms. You don't see this with, like, Zelda or Kirby or Mario. Sometimes you see it with Mario, but you almost never see them complain like they have to own things. It's only from them, because they complain about everything. It annoys the hell out of me. But guess what? It's not going to matter. A lot of people are going to buy the game because they want to. No one's going to change their mind because they may not get a Mega Greninja. I think the people who are saying now they're not going to buy it were probably already on the fence about it anyway. They were probably already on the fence about it anyway. They probably weren't going to buy it either way. But besides, I saw the like to dislike ratios on the directs because I have a Google Chrome extension where you can view the dislike button. The like to dislike ratio is pretty good. It's like an 8-to-1 ratio. It's like an 85% likes to dislikes. Like, with how many people are complaining, you'd expect it to be like a 60-40 or a 50-50. But no, it was nowhere close to that. Oh, I forgot about Magnet Rod. Alright. She's a lost kimono girl. Good one, Axu. Let's see. Fight some optional trainers in Warren Cave. The Relic can ride on hiker with Grass Nut. Oh, I better go buy some Max Repels. I don't know where the... I don't know where... Okay, guys, Quack, hey. Boss KO, I know you're lurking back there. He always lurks. Ew, revive. Gross. Oh, he didn't respond. I guess he's actually not lurking this time. Fine, I guess I gotta do everything around here. Dude, Grass Knot is such an underrated move. All these trainers seem... Oh my god, I didn't know Vileplume was that big. Oh man. Really big. Skip those two. Fairy Tail Girl. I don't know what you guys thought of the Fairy Tail Girl trainer class, but I always thought they were creepy. Hey, Axu, do you think I should do the training here or get the rare candy? The X and Y Hex Maniac. Ew. Nah, just get the candy. Should I get the other candy? The other candy is really out of the way in this game. It's probably this game's version of the power plant candy. I mean, it's not that bad. What do you think? Should I get it? Just the one? Okay. At least these trainers are pretty good. Alright, what do I do here? Fight optionals in Warren Cave. Ah! Oh, man. My neck just cracked like 3 times on each side. Gonna be away for a bit? Thanks for stopping by, Axu. Thanks for your help. Look, he's fighting his distant cousin. You know, I remember when D1 was telling me about the strats that he does. He's been telling me he's been unable to avoid that hiker. Or no, it was specifically the black belt. He could not avoid that guy. You can actually just do that. Just go diagonal. Bulldoze. Uh-oh. Thunderbolt. Oh no! I lost cheek pouch. Whatever shall I do? Alright, interesting. If you just run straight, you'll always avoid that guy. Hey, Sir Smokes a Lot. Great name, by the way. Alright, what do I need to do here? Rival Horus, grab hidden power and teach it right away. Oh, it's going pretty good. Thanks. Wrong shop. Oh, I forgot to teach hidden power. Well, I'm not going to need hidden power ice for this fight. +1. +2. I guess the Jolteon has a Volt Absorb, so I'm going to have to use Grass Knot on it. What move am I going to want? I guess delete Grass Knot? For Olympia, +2 sweep with Thunderbolt. Dude, I keep going the wrong way there. +1. +2. Alright, I gotta make sure I'm holding the... Am I holding the Lucky Egg? Yeah. Let me make sure I have plenty of healing items. Oh my god. Alright, let's see. What do I do in here? Lysanderthon. Lysander 1 to 3 isn't really something to worry about. +1 sweep. Thunderbolt guarantees Pyroar and even Mega Gyarados. In the third battle is Zap Lead. His lead is pretty bad. Elena isn't a threat, though. HBI's 2 shots Trud again. Mabel's fine with Thunderbolt. Xerox is free. Leon Thunderbolt, you outspeed Crobat by miles, and Malamar cannot do anything. Anyway, I feel for the sake of Legends ZA taking place in a city, do you think we should make GTA jokes? I don't know. I still can't get over that one guy I saw on X earlier today, replying to the Nintendo Direct, saying he can't stand the fact that Nintendo's charging so much money for their games. He's just going to save his money for GTA 6. And I'm thinking, didn't Rockstar say the game was going to be like over $100 as the base price? Probably even higher than that, like 120? I feel like it's kind of ironic, though. Hijack a taxi. Yeah, the vanilla taxi. Yeah, if anyone's wondering, I'm not gonna stream a Let's Play of it. I'm gonna be playing it offline casually. Me and my brother are gonna play it. He doesn't really like Pokemon as much as I do, but Kalos is his favorite region, so he does want to give the game a chance, even though he didn't really give Legends Arceus a chance. But he has only a Switch 1, but I told him when I go into GameStop day of to get my Switch 2 version, I'll purchase the Switch 1 version for him too. I don't know what starter he'd pick, though. If I had to guess how he thinks... he'd probably pick Chikorita. Alright, I'm looking at the over-under so far. I think we could easily hit the over-under. I won't stream Legends ZA day one either, but I'll make a video of the experience. I originally thought of making a Legends ZA like solo run video, kind of like how J-Rose did it for BDSP. Like close to launch to like rake in views, but I don't really want to ruin my first playthrough like that, so I changed my mind on it. Alright guys, more cutscene. Is anyone excited for the eternal Floette that will never be released? I will say though, if like by the end of the game or something, AZ just gives you his Floette, I think a lot of people change their mind on the game. Either that or if they release it as an actual event. Hey guys, is he gonna Mega Evolve that Malamar? Alright, Sycamore is fine. HPI's on Venusaur. Route 19 Rivals is fine for the most part. Shauna needs +1 to 2-shot Goodra with HPIs. Tyranno is free. Trevor needs +2 with the Zap Plate. Oh my god. No face reveal. Aw, man. Shadow, I must have your face reveal. I'm just kidding. Don't take that out of context, please. I'm feeling Eternal Flower Flow will have some kind of plot relevance. I think so. Oh, you're playing through Leaf Green now. Nice. One of my favorites right there. Pretty much the definitive Kanto experience. I don't care what people say, Let's Go is not a good Kanto experience. What do you mean, like a bonus? Like, you mean like how in Scarlet Violet, if you have save files of other games, you can get phone cases? Honestly, I feel like if I'm setting up charge beams on the final Lysander fight, I don't think I need Zap Plate. I kind of want to hold on to the Lucky Egg. You know what's funny? I like how Rotom has just been the unofficial like ally Pokemon of the main character since Gen 7. Like Gen 7 had the Rotom Dex, Gen 8 had the Rotom phone and Rotom bike, and Gen 9 has the Rotom phone. Like Rotoms and everything. All the Switch ones have bonuses? True. I know with Tears of the Kingdom, the only save bonus stuff you got for having Breath of the Wild was just the fact that all of your horses would still be in the stables and it'd have the same name. Other than that, not really much. Oh, that Manectric doesn't have a Volt Absorb or Lightning Rod. Oh yeah, the Mew and Jirachi is a good example too. I remember playing the games casually. My brother's like, hey, these people just gave me a Jirachi. I'm like, no, they did not. And I talked to him like, oh. We had Jirachis because we didn't have Let's Go save files because we didn't purchase those games because I did not want anything to do with those games. But I actually did purchase Let's Go Eevee for the sole purpose of getting a Mew. That was the only reason I got it. I had to boot the game and make a save file. If you go on my Switch, my total playtime for Let's Go Eevee is 5 minutes. I just wanted the free Mew. That was the only reason I bought it. I forgot to save. Gen 9's Rotom form is more like a phone than the brick we get in Gen 8 that only has a map and nothing else. Why the F does Legends Arcs have a regular ass phone? Maybe it's because they're living in the future. I don't know. I got it from my son's game, the Let's Go on the family Switch. Oh, nice. At least you got it without having to make a save file. No offense, like, if you like the game or not. I'm just saying my opinion. Okay, 1 charge beam. 2 charge beams. The game is lame. Alright, at least all of us in the chat agree, because I know Shadow hates that game. I've always told people this. If Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were the same in every way, except it wasn't clearly supposed to be a console version of Pokemon Go, I actually probably would like it. If it was just a regular functioning Pokemon game, but everything else is the same, I actually would give given it a try. But I don't want to play Pokemon Go on my Switch. I'm not even kidding. When I was trading in games to GameStop, I probably should have traded in Let's Go Eevee. I guess I just have it for this for the argument that, like, you know what? Hey, at least I have it. I did actually have new Pokemon Snap. I don't know if that was one of the games I traded in. I don't think it was. Who knows? Maybe I'll give it a try. I wasn't a biggest fan on the original Pokemon Snap. I just bought new Pokemon Snap because it looked interesting, and I thought I'd give it a try. But I haven't played it yet. Like, part of me has been wanting to try it. I don't know. I like Gens 2 to 5 a lot. Yeah, I like Gens 3, 4, and 5. Although, when I say Gen 3, I only mean Fire Red and Leaf Green. Because I have an unpopular... You've got to be kidding. That thing must have crit me with Sludge Bomb. Oh, that is so dumb. I don't think I saved before this fight either, so I'm gonna have to black out. Hey, game dev. You have all of them except for 6. Crystal, Emerald, Black 2, White 2, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I mean, those games are expensive. I don't blame you. But yeah, anyway, I have an unpopular opinion that I think Pokemon Emerald is an extremely overrated game. I don't think it's as good as people say it is. Like, I play Emerald for solo runs on the channel, and I don't get why people say it's one of the best Pokemon games. I really don't understand it. I think Platinum's a better game than Emerald. I actually think Black and White 1 is better than Emerald. I think X and Y is better than Emerald. I don't think Emerald's a bad game. I just think it's heavily overrated. Like, it's just an average game. I would not consider it something great. People put it on their top 3 list. Gen 4, though. Yeah, I do. Let's see. Heart Gold, Soul Silver is definitely in the top for me as well. Platinum, I consider, like, a high middle. Like, if I were to make a top 10, Platinum would be in, like, 7 or something. But I will say, though, I did heavily enjoy the Sinnoh remix. I don't know if that's a popular opinion. I mean, on the internet, it probably is not. But I played the Sinnoh games as a kid, but then when I gave the remix a try, I did enjoy them a lot. It was the only Switch game I actually played twice. What's my top 3? Black 2, White 2 at number 1. Number 2, probably Fire Red and Leaf Green. Number 3, that's kind of a tough one. Probably Oras. I personally rank Oras above Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I'd say Heart Gold, Soul Silver is like number 4 for me. Yeah, I know Shadow Stitch does not like Heart Gold, Soul Silver at all. He really hates the Johto games. He just thinks they're really boring games. That's just his opinion. So he just hates Heart Gold, Soul Silver by default. I mean, I understand where he's coming from, because Johto games have a lot of issues with them. But I just think the thematics and the atmosphere is quite nice. Oh, I do like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon a lot. I'd probably put those at number 6. Heart Gold Soul Silver probably at number 4. And I think number 5, I would probably go... I don't know what to put at number 5. Wrong way. I don't know. I would definitely put BDSP at like a number 8 though, for sure. I mean, it's my least favorite of the remakes, but at the same time, all of the remakes are in the top 10 for me. I don't care if it's an unpopular opinion, but I did enjoy those games. Sword and Shield are a smidget better than the Let's Go games. Sword and Shield's a million times better, and I don't even like Sword and Shield. I thought the Sword and Shield main game was kind of bad. The story just sucked. And I feel like the overworld wild areas could have been utilized a lot better. I mean, they were definitely... It was definitely utilized better in Scarlet and Violet for sure. Ah, crap. Oh, I didn't add my blackout. I think the main reason I even enjoyed Sword and Shield at all was because of the DLC. The DLC essentially made up for it for me. But yeah, the story of Sword and Shield was very bad. The Silver Professor Oak Challenge. Dang. Okay, I think I need to reteach Grass Knot. Yeah, I just feel like the wild areas could have been better utilized in Gen 8. You all saw nothing. I totally did not use Thunderbolt on a ground type. Nope. Your eyes are playing tricks on you. 2. There we go. Scarlet and Violet, though, like, say what you want about, like, the lag in performance issues on the Switch 1. I say Switch 1 specifically because if you play it on the Switch 2, there's no Switch 2 upgrade pack or anything like with the other games. It literally just runs that bad on the Switch. But on the Switch 2, it runs at a clean 60 FPS, and there's, like, no lag at all. And there's almost no visual glitches. But if you ignore all that, I did enjoy Scarlet and Violet a lot. You have got to be kidding. Man, I should not be having resets in Wolfric's gym. I'd probably put Scarlet and Violet like a number 10. I think I like BDSP better than Scarlet and Violet, though. Just a smidge, though. I mean, the DLC for Scarlet and Violet was definitely really good, and the battles are quite nice. The game is pretty friendly towards competitive players. So maybe, actually, no, I'll put Scarlet and Violet at number 8. Actually, no, BDSP at 10, Scarlet and Violet at 9. Final answer. Oh, yeah, the story was really nice, too. Yeah. The Gen 9 story was quite good. The Gen 8 story was pure garbage. Oh, I do have a really unpopular opinion. Actually, it might be popular or it might be unpopular. I don't know, but fortunately, John's not here, so I can say it. I thought Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon had a better story. There, I've said it. I was never a fan of the evil villain just being evil just for the sake of being evil. Without, like, any explanations. Dude. Maybe I should just use 2 charge beams. Special tech Rose. Nope. Oh, fuck. Plus, it was really cool how they added those, I don't know what those people, the Ultra Recon Squad. I really liked how they include them in the game to, like, put Ultra Beasts, give them a more involvement in the story. I'm gonna use the rest of my candies. Alright, I think I'm gonna equip the Zap Plate. Black and White was the best story. Scarlet and Violet has my favorite story, which is very good. I still think Black 2 and White 2 had the better story, but I feel like Gen 5, you have to combine the story as a whole in general, because the story for Black 2 and White 2 derive from Black and White 1, so I feel like you have to rank them both. Dude, I just want 2 special attack boosts, please. 1. And I'm fucking frozen again. Dude, I should not be having this many resets. Yeah, Axiu's notes say get +2. He even suggests Citrus Berry over Zap Plate, so even Axiu knew this fight would be hard. Dude, oh my god, dude. Wolfric is actually being a challenge. This is the first time I've ever said that. This guy is an absolute joke. Oh my, dude. Are you guys seeing this? How often is he getting freezes? What? Game Dev, that was not Team Yell, that was Team Star. Team Yell was Gen 8. And they were one of the worst villain teams of all time. They weren't even the villain team. Yeah, Team Star is not really a villain team. They're more like just kids who were bullied, and they became bullies. They're not really the villains. They're more like the bullies. Seems more appropriate to call them the bullies. I know, 5 battles in a row I got frozen. I can see why he actually calls him Chad Frick. Alright, after beating Chad Frick, have the Zap Plate. I still have the Zap Plate. Alright, time to fight Weavile Girl. I did save, right? I don't think I did. Dude, I've been frozen so many times. Did you do a second playthrough? Up to you, I guess. I don't know why you're asking me. Yeah, I don't think I saved. My god, dude, how many times am I gonna get frozen? You did? You know what? I guess I'll fight this trainer for the XP. Okay, now I know I did. I like how you misspelled did and you said dud. I thought you were calling me a dud. Dud. Yeah, asked you. You missed Chad Frick. I didn't read ahead enough in your notes, but it seems like you did have the right idea I had. Wolfric is actually hard in this run. Because you got to get off 2 boosts, and Ice Beam does a lot of damage. And you're not going to believe it. I got 5 resets in a row because of freezes. I forget the name of the vehicle Pokemon, but it has a hard... It was a hard wall every time it appeared to fight for me. Vivavroom. Vivavroom. That's what it's called. The reason I know its name is because whenever I open Pokemon cards and, like, when I was putting together, like, my Master Set binders for Scarlet and Violet, Vivavroom is printed in almost every Scarlet and Violet set. Like, they just overprint that card. Didn't teach HP Ice. I unlearned it for the gym for the ground types. Yeah, I replaced it with Grass Knot for the Mamoswine. But I can reteach it now. Yeah, I don't think this thing's gonna get the under. You guys notice how common it is that fairy types don't ever seem to use fairy moves in this game? I mean, I guess Klefki did use Dazzling Gleam. Sadly, this thing learns no fairy TMs, which is insane. Alright, before the last 3 trainers, use all your candies, ideally level 78 at the start, teach Grass, return over Grass Knot, have Oran Berry before TM move. But, well, I'm gonna teach Return right now. Oh, I already have it. Oh, dude, I got ambushed. Did that thing just use Curse? It used Protect. Wait, no. I don't think that Gigalith has Protect. I think I literally missed Charge Beam. Oh, it does have Protect. Never mind. One Charge Beam, Blizzard. Person to protect stall. Yep. Alright, Cybold, Malva, Drasna, Wickstrom. Thunderbolt, Charge Beam, HP Ice, Return. You know, I actually wonder if it's faster to say yes or no to Cybold. It's funnier to say no. Alright. Malva, you need +1 to guarantee Chandelure. You already have more than 183 speed. I have 214 speed. Just be aware of Noble Roar. Yeah, Glaceon's model's pretty good, yeah. Okay, +1 charge beam. Hyper Voice. Okay, thank you for not using Noble Roar. I appreciate it. Alright, Drosna. Attract Dragalge. Get +2 in sweep. Wait. Oh, teach Attract over return and equip a Pechaberry. +1. Oh my god. How in the hell did I survive this? I should not have won this. I won at 5 HP. Alright, time for Wickstrom. Teach Protect over Attract and equip Leftovers. Charge Beam, Cleft Beam, hope you get boosted. Tormented, alternate Charge Beam and Thunderbolt. If Tormented, alternate Protect and Thunderbolt on Scizor. Torment. And I missed. Special attack Rose. Protect. Thunderbolt. Protect. Thunderbolt. Charge Beam. Teach Flash over Protect. Yay, we're using lame moves according to Shadow Stitch. Teach Flash over Protect. Oh, I got an extra rare candy somewhere. Charge Beam Halucha, pray you get +1. Hey, I was pretty close to my over-under. I'm gonna get the in-between. That's pretty good. I could have gotten the under if I wasn't frozen so many times. Charge Beam. I one-shot it. Charge Beam. Nope. Charge Beam. Still no. Okay, wow, that was unlucky. You hate to see it. Reset on Diantha. Shall lose the next one for that. Charge Beam? Dude, I am so... What is this? Hey, finally. Alright, then it flashed the Auroras to -3 accuracy. It only has Blizzard and Thunder. That thing burned me? Hopefully I can outspeed and one-shot everything else. I didn't really get enough charge beam boosts. I just used the wrong move. Uh-oh. Oh, dude, I have myself to blame for that. I should have used Thunderbolt to finish it off, but I misclicked and went Charge Beam. Dude, you're not supposed to lose to a Mega Gardevoir. The fact I did is just embarrassing. Finally, got a frickin' boost. One flash, two flash, three flashes. You've got to be kidding. Again? Okay, at least I thought. Okay, got a +2, +3, +4. There's my luck. Now with +4, this is a one-shot. If I had gotten more boosts, though, that accidental charge, I just used Flash. And I caused it to miss. Used to Mega Metagross more than Mega Gardevoir. Yes, Mega Metagross is actually good. Dude, I almost lost to it at the end. That would have been my fault. Hey, I got the in-between. Yeah, 22 resets. Yeah, this thing's early game was not great. I had 10 resets leaving the Reflection Cave. If we didn't get the lucky, then it would be way over. Oh my god, it would have been completely Jover for sure. You gotta admit, though, when I entered Coumarine City for the first time, I was at 253 Friendship, according to PokeLink, and I'm like, uh-oh, I'm not at max. Do I have an HP up? And then I used the HP up I picked up, and that got me to 255, so technically using an HP up actually helped me in this run. Although if I had just fought those trainers on Route 12, I would have been fine. Actually, that might have been after. Before or after, I don't remember what. Yeah, Flash on the Auroras was pretty good. Somebody should go tell Shadow Stitch that Flash is not a lame strat. Flash is essentially just Sand Attack. He likes to say anything is lame. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the leaderboard really. Not gonna know the game time until it's done. I had 20. $741. Level 83. Some of the early resets were from the optional hiker right before Grant. And Grant himself. Oh yeah, Grant was pretty bad. I will say though, Ramos was actually really close to killing me. Alright everybody, so if we take a look at the leaderboard, it did not beat Klefki, because Klefki is actually an insanely good Pokemon to do a solo run with. I think what saves it is Steel Fairy with the fast level up group. That's essentially what saved it. But yeah, Dedenne got 6th place. It did roughly 8.5 minutes better, excuse me, than Clefable. And Clefable had to use Metronome on the Golett trainer. But I feel like Dedenne and Clefable played kind of similarly. The problem is, though, Clefable had to rely on TM moves. Dedenne really didn't need to. At least that much. And you can tell it got a faster game time overall. And it got a faster game time with less resets, so you know Dedenne is far superior than Clefable. Not bad for an electric type. Yeah, that was my first ever electric type. I've only ever done 10 Pokemon in X and Y. Well, anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. There will be no more streams this week. There's going to be no backport tomorrow because I've got a later shift again. It's going to be way too late for mainly Ike because he's from Spain. So we're just not going to have a stream. But we'll have some streams next week. And I'm trying to think... also, if you guys were wondering what happened with my Kirby stream, the power went out during the stream. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, I'm probably gonna continue doing runs of that until at least I beat my PB. Get a run that I'm proud of. But that category is gonna take a lot of practice. But anyway, I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye.